Well, it's hardly an international crisis. It's certainly not the biggest concern facing this country. But today, a meeting at Toronto City Council made news around the world. The reason? Rob Ford.
The embattled mayor of Toronto is back in the spotlight because of his use of
described as a public intervention.
Crack-smoking, loud-talking mayor.
The mayor of Toronto faced a day-long session of questions about drugs, drinking, and his public and private behavior. It got testy.
I'm not part of gangbangers. I do not support them.
Ford called it one of the worst days of his life. Then it got worse. Another stack of pages from an intensive police investigation were released today, unredacted, revealing more startling allegations against the mayor. Charges of drinking and driving, abusive behavior, misogyny. Ford has already admitted to using crack. Now there's talk he also used cocaine. Senior correspondent Adrienne Arsenault has been leading our coverage on Rob Ford, and we begin with her again tonight.
The pressure, the visual and verbal pressure, does not let up on Mayor Rob Ford. Hard to know which would have been the more unpleasant place for him today. Outside amongst fed-up citizens, or inside.
You know what?
Okay, thank you.
Where in the council chamber he was caught up in a grilling with all the drama of an afternoon soap opera.
Apologizing and
Ford's "I have nothing left to hide" speech of last week ever so slightly altered today.
I don't know. There might be like a coat hanger left in my closet. I don't know. I don't know what's left.
That's quite the coat hanger, if police documents are any gauge. Many of the pages released only as redacted documents last week have been suddenly unsealed. They're messy reading, based on interviews with key Ford staffers outlining the mayor's alleged drug use. Nothing in them seems provable, and a lot is disturbing. Police say a special assistant to Ford named Chris Fickle told them he was in the car with Ford once when the mayor pulled his car over, grabbed a paper bag from in front of the passenger seat, which contained a fresh bottle of vodka, and drank the 11 or 12-ounce Mickey of vodka in 1.5 to 2 minutes, going back and forth with Gatorade. Police say the staffer then asked to get out of the car, and the mayor drove away. Police say several staff members, many of whom have now left, spoke to them of buying booze for the mayor, of being worried about his alcohol and drug use. Back in that interview with Chris Fickle, police say he told them a high school football coach, Payman Abudallah, had complained that the mayor did a lot of cocaine, and that Abudallah and the mayor were asked to leave wherever they were because the mayor was really high on cocaine. It gets more complicated. Police say the same staffer told them that on St. Patrick's Day 2012, the night of the much-publicized drunken episode, that staffers and one of the mayor's friends and 2 females that may have been prostitutes came back to the office. The staffer goes on to say the mayor started crying uncontrollably, then assaulted 2 staff members and drove home. And it goes on. Remember the house described by police as a crack house, the one where the infamous photo was taken? A staffer named David Price, according to police, told them the house was used to make phone calls in the 2005 mayoral campaign, an ad hoc office. So chatter about drinking and driving, about drugs, about prostitutes, about a crack house being used as a campaign office of sorts. It's all a bit much. None of this is provable. None of it has led to any charges, but it's now all out there for everyone to see. And there's still the matter of the video and still several hundred pages of police documents yet to come. So, Peter, it's not over by a long shot.
Guess not. Adrienne Arsenault in Toronto tonight. Thanks, Adrienne.